Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here for NTMarkets.com with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, daily chart of the E-mini futures. It's a continuation chart, and today is Fed Day. 2 o'clock, we will get an announcement. 2:30, there'll be a press conference, and today will be very instructive as far as where the market heads from here. Both in the short, intermediate, and potentially the long term, meaning, basically the rest of 2015. Do they raise rates? Do they not? I don't know, and I really don't care. What my concern is, and it's the same thing that I told my subscribers this morning, is I want to see how the tape wants to trade after whatever happens today is out in the open and in the market. Are we priced in? Are we going to have a positive reaction? Are we going to dip and then rip? There's a whole set of scenarios, and I will be acting upon none of them until after we get the reaction to the announcement in the press conference, and neither should you. Coming in on a day like today and saying, "Well, I think the tape's going to do X after the Fed." Or, I have this fantastic scenario worked out in my head, and we're going to go down after the Fed and stay down, and so I'm going to do this at, 1:58 in the afternoon. Don't do that. It's a terrible way to trade your account. If you're right, you'll cut it for a small profit, and you'll celebrate, only to see it probably keep going in the same direction, and then you'll have left a bunch on the table. Then you'll revenge trade it and get yourself into a real mess. If you're wrong, you'll hang on to it because, above all things, you want to be right. Because anybody that places that kind of trade, their number one issue in life is they want to be right, okay? Especially while others are wrong. That's ideal. That's the typical contrarian type of a deal. If that starts to not work out, if your thesis breaks down, 99% of traders won't cut it. They will hold it. And they'll turn a small loss into a bigger loss, and a bigger loss into an account record. So today is a great day to wreck your account if you want to. So you have to avoid that as much as you. A better way to look at today is to figure out what the range is going to be after the announcement, and then kind of trade it from there, which is what we'll do. And then figure out, look, are we in buy dips mode? Are we in sell rallies mode? Who's controlling the closes? And we can talk all about all of that stuff going forward in my webinar tonight at 4:30. The signups attached to this post. It's up on my Twitter. And so, it's a very timely day to sit down and have a nice Q&A for about a half hour, 45 minutes, and talk about the mini and the implications, going forward. So I hope everybody will join me. So as far as this morning goes, be mindful of the 89 high from yesterday. Be mindful of the daily pivot down in the 74 area, and be mindful of yesterday's low down at 62. The bulls took the mid-band back, the green line there, 2 days ago, and yesterday they didn't look back. So if this is a walk up into the announcement, I would expect it to continue to walk up. You've got the upper band sitting at 2012, and you've got the 50-day exponential moving average sitting there as well. That seems like it's a little bit too far, at least for my taste. Between now and 2 o'clock, there's just too much uncertainty. But, some kind of a move up into the 2000 area until, 2 o'clock, that would be your pretty typical walk up type of a tape. I think what the bears would want to avoid is basically knocking this tape down all the way into 2 o'clock and then basically turning the Fed announcement into a dip buy. That's got them into trouble before. Now, this is a different kind of announcement, especially if they raise rates. So there's a ton of unknowns attached to today. And just recognize that. Survive the day so you can trade better in the short term and intermediate term. Today is a day to learn about what the market wants to do, okay? It's not about trading today. It's about trading, it's about learning about how we're going to have to trade going forward. All right, everybody have a good one. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website, princetontrader.com. Come check out the chat room. Join me for the webinar, 4:30 p.m. This afternoon. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade 'em well, everybody.